that's what he's going to be doing. Tickets are still available, I believe, as well. If you want to buy them, you can go to our website and get all the information there. And we're giving you a chance to win tickets all week long to see him. So he's going to be coming up next. You guys ready for it? Mm-hmm. Excited? A little bit?
Yes.
Larry, the cable guy, and he is going to be on the Tracy's Collision Cam, so this is not going to be a phone interview. You'll be able to see his face in, I would assume, his house right here in Lincoln. So we'll be talking to him when we come back in just a few minutes.
The Tracy's Collision Cam is live on YouTube. Woo! Frog Mornings on YouTube.
My dad just texted me and said he's always watching.
He watches?
He said, Dad's always watching, making sure his kids behave.
Don't he have chores to do?
Chores.
It was funny with Randy and Marilyn. Loved it.
Oh, they were so funny. They were so funny. Can you believe he said that? I can't believe he said that.
Yes, he's funny. I love them both. They're seriously
well, just
funny.
out of all the choices of words, that's what he used.
It doesn't sound that off to me. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
she
old
went
school.
right to it too, didn't she? She knew.
I feel like for somebody that might have grandkids,
Yeah, like
not
literally they're
busting out the
the
schlanger?
grandparents
Yeah,
to the
like-
triplets that are my niece and nephew.
yeah. I feel like it's a grandparent thing to say.
That's wild.
What?
I'm still blown away by it. Can't believe he said it.
I think it's so funny.
It is funny.
It's
Thank God he
hilarious.
said it.
Thank God he said it. I cannot tell if I can.
If what? Oh, if the kids are up.
I'm just trying to listen for my kids. They're both in my bed. Both in my bed.
I have got to do a bunch of laundry, and I just hate it. I hate doing laundry. It's like my least favorite chore.
That's my favorite chore. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite one because you can just wash it. It's not a very active chore.
It's
You can just sit and do it, fold it while you're watching TV.
I know, but it's got to go. Now it's got to be put away. It's like most of the laundry is done for me. So it's like waiting in baskets and needs to be put away.
Yeah, putting away is pretty terrible for
it's
the
the
most
worst.
part.
It's the worst.
Krager, to answer your question, I'll be tailgating with Nelson. Jamie's out of town for a bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm. We'll be out
You guys are
between
partying
Buzzard
it
Billies
up. You guys are going to be crazy.
I
These
usually
two?
fold clothes when Jamie's making dinner. I'll fold clothes.
Are you coming down solo?
Really?
Yeah.
as far as I know.
It's so funny. It sounds so odd to me to hear about the women making the meal.
Well, she like she
I
really
feel like
loves-
that's wrong in my head. I'm
She
like,
loves
why aren't you cooking, Kyle?
Well, I love cooking too, but
He does the
like,
grill action.
She enjoys it, and so she hates.
She enjoys cooking. That's why I don't cook. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, she
Do a
enjoys
casserole or amigos.
But you're not good at it either, right?
I'm not great. My mom wasn't a very good cook. I learned zero skills. When I go look back, first of all, I look back on some of the meals we had. Sorry, my dad's listening. He probably agree with this. But like I look back on some of the meals that we would eat that I thought were staples, and it just was an indicator that we were poor and my mom was a bad cook.
Mhm.
Like we would have potato soup, and it used to be one of my favorite meals, but it was literally milk, potatoes, and onions.
Oh, no.
That's it.
That's it.
That's rough.
I was like, potato soup. This is so yummy.
That's a rough potato soup.
So my son the other day, he's in college here and he's living on his own, right? And he comes over every day for lunch and dinner, which we absolutely love. Like he has no food at his house, and like he has no food. And I didn't get to go shopping this weekend, so he was at the house yesterday. And he's like, "Dad, do you have any food?" I'm like, "Grady, we don't." There's nothing here, man. So I gave him, and that was like the ongoing joke. I gave him 3 potatoes. It's like we were in Russia.
Oh my gosh. You can make a baked potato.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes.
You can make. Do you have butter? Yes. Do you have sour cream? Yes. You got a meal.
That's a big
If
potato
you're
right there.
hungry-
Yes.
If
You
you're
just
hungry
ate a
enough, you will eat it.
That's really funny.
And you
Well,
can make them in the
I do not have a
microwave.
problem with it, man. I remember when I was in college, we were so broke. We
Yeah.
had no money. Like we ate.
Does he like ramen?
Yes.
A lot of salt.
Yeah.
They're not ramen noodles. You should not eat a lot of it. They've gotten better. I tried getting the healthy kind of ramen because I love ramen so much.
Healthy kind of ramen.
Yes, there is a healthy kind of ramen, and it's terrible. It does not taste good at all.
Are you like the rest of Nebraskans that don't do the water, that just put the seasoning on top of it?
No,
Kyle doesn't even aware of this.
I'm a middle grounder. I don't like it to be like soup. Like Dane likes it like a soup.
Oh, I hate
that is the instructions on the package.
I hate that.
People here, Kyle, may not know this. A lot of people do not use any water.
What?
No.
I
put the seasoning right. I put the seasoning right on the noodles and mix it up.
It's pretty good. I've never even thought to try that before.
That's crazy.
Nelson, you seem like a guy that would just take out the noodles and just start.
I do. I like that. With salt, but what you do is you crunch it in the bag. I used to do this all the time. It's like a crazy cheap bag of chips. You crunch it up in the bag, and then you open the seasoning packet, and then you pour the seasoning packet on it, and then you shake it up. And you got little chicken flavored chips.
I thought that would hurt your teeth. That's not
bad.
Oh, and get stuck
It's like
in
eating
there?
spaghetti, like hard spaghetti, isn't
It's not quite, because it's like it's a puffier noodle.
Yeah, that's so gross.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
There needs to be some liquid in it.
I drain all the water out like I'm making Kraft Blue Box mac and cheese, and then I put the seasoning on top of that, and I
That's how
mix it
people
up.
do it here.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was a Nebraska thing. I thought that was just a me thing. I didn't think other people did that.
We survived on that. I
Yes,
told my son to put
Nelson.
some hot dogs in it. That's gourmet ramen right there.
Hot dogs?
Yeah, I sliced some up and put them in there.
I never did that.
Back in my younger years, we would get the chicken kind, and then we'd put like a Kraft single in it,
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
and it adds a little creaminess to it, a
I
little
never
butter.
thought of doing that either. It helps with creativity, doesn't it, when you're poor?
Helps
We
with-
used to make all kinds, like they would say, we don't have anything. And then I come out with this meal like, well, how did you make that?
Right?
It also helps when you're slightly intoxicated, and you're like, "Well, I'll eat anything right now."
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I'm just talking about being a kid and wanting a snack
And having
and
no
being
food
like,
in the
I
house.
have a piece of cheese and I have ketchup.
That's
I'm
right.
putting the ketchup on the cheese. They're just eating that.
I used to put cheese on apples and eat them.
That actually, but that kind of makes sense to me.
It's good.
That sounds
I bet it would be.
disgusting.
A decent charcuterie board will come with some apples and cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He's talking about Kraft singles.
I am.
It's so gross. That's that cheese I
I hate
cannot
mac and
handle.
cheese.
I have a hard time giving that kind of cheese to my kids for some reason.
Tastes disgusting. And
'Cause
it
it's
doesn't
not
melt.
cheese.
It
Because-
doesn't make sense.
it's 'cause it's not
It's like
cheese, yeah.
what is it?
It lights on fire. It doesn't melt.
It lights on fire. Does it really? Have you
Yes,
tried that?
take a slice of Kraft singles. It will light on fire. It doesn't melt.
You like Kraft singles?
No, I do not. Oh, so gross. I don't like
You're
American
such
cheese.
an interesting food guy. Hey, I was going to talk to you about the. Well, never mind.
Okay.
Zephyr off cam.
Well, it's teeth, so I'm just going to keep my teeth in.
No, go ahead. If it's for on cam, go ahead. Let your teeth out.
No.
Well, we're giving you a hard time about the teeth. I teeth them too. We both do. Everybody gets into them a little bit.
Deborah
it's okay.
says, "Poor as a single mom waitress, 5 kids, deadbeat dad, no welfare in the 70s." She says, "I got some recipes."
I bet you do.
You know what? I haven't had a lot of the Crystal Farms cheese Gary talks about.
It's really good.
I wouldn't say I have a cheese. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be willing to entertain a slice of Crystal Farms cheese.
I like
good,
Trader
man.
Joe's cheese. I like
What's
some good
that?
Cheese. Trader Joe's.
Do you guys do like that? It's a white
Boar's
trash
Head.
to do Velveeta with
I think anything Velveeta is white trash, isn't it?
what's this stuff called? The dip.
Rotel?
Rotel. Yeah. Put hamburger in it.
Oh, that's delicious.
That sounds like something that my
So
mom used
good.
to make.
I wish it would cool off so I could make chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tillamook's good too. Just a good old block of cheese.
Hey, is he here?
No,
Well, we got 2 minutes.
he'll show up at 8:20.
We'll see you, Javi. Take care, man. Have a good day, bud.
If he can't get his Zoom to work, he also has our phone number. So
What do you mean if you can't get a Zoom to work? This man
I would
better be able to
imagine
get a
he was
Zoom
going
to
to
work
Zoom from his studio, wouldn't you think?
from his studio.
Yeah, he has a podcast he does for SiriusXM.
Didn't know that.
For like the Comedy Greats channel or Comedy Legends channel.
No.
Rhonda, that's not a true statement. all cheese is the same. They just actually changed the label.
That is not true.
No way.
Go get yourself some Boar's Head cheese, man. That stuff's delicious.
Catch a new episode of Larry's Weekly Roundup this Friday morning on Sirius XM Channel 97.
He's probably still talking to Jack.
Oh, are they doing that this morning?
I think he'll be late.
Jack always screws us.
Yeah. They're boys.
Why? What did Jack do?
He's buddies with Larry.
Kyle, would you be willing to, if he doesn't join us here, run down there,
Heck yeah, I would.
bust in while they're on the air and say, it's 8:20, it's frog time.
Frog,
Is he coming in?
let's go.
No, but he's on the phone with KLIN right now. At least Kyle got me going. I don't know if that's true or not.
I have no idea.
Oh.
You little.
I'm like nervous about the way my kids are sleeping right now.
Facebook.com/Froggy981.
Larry the Cable Guy, October the 7th, coming to the Lead Center. He's going to be joining us here momentarily via the Tracy's Collision Cam. Chat with him here for a minute. Kyle, did you go look?
I didn't see anybody laughing in there, so.
You didn't? The theory is we're supposed to talk to him like right now. And the concern is that he is doing a radio, what do they call that? A tour? What do they call that?
An interview tour, a radio tour.
Okay. And KLIN always books right before us. They're a sister station of ours here at the broadcast house. Mm-hmm. And Jack Mitchell over there, I don't know if he does it on purpose, but they get to talk and they go over there a lot of time. Now, I don't know if that's the case right now or not. And I know that Larry has been on their show before. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to have to wait here a minute, and hopefully he'll join us. When he joins, we'll just see him live. Join us. You'll be able to see him right here on the Tracy's Collision Cam, and we'll chat with him a minute. And I promise, you got my word, there's not going to be any comedian-to-comedian stuff.
I appreciate that.
I know you're worried about that. I'm just going to go and say something irresponsible and put you in a position to make you feel uncomfortable. I will not do that.
Well, thank you.
I promise you. Anything over there, Kyle?
No, doesn't sound like it. Sounds like Jack's actually having a serious conversation.
Oh. Okay, well, let's give you some of the details about him coming to the area. Again, he lives here. He is going to be performing at the Lead Center on October the 7th, and he's doing it purely out of the kindness of his heart. He's a huge fan of the Lead Center, and we were talking to somebody from over there, and they said he goes to like all the shows, and he's completely aware that COVID has hurt them financially. So he reached out to him, said, what can I do to help? They came up with this idea that he's going to put on a performance, a show, and all of the ticket sales are going to go to the Lead Center to help him out.
And you know, what is he out really? He's out in the evening. You know, he's like, for a guy like this, doing a show is nothing. It's a walk in the park. He's already got all the material.
Yeah.
You know, so he's just out his time. It's not like he has to like make this huge sacrifice, and yet look at all the good it does for the Lead Center.
I know, but it's just so funny that you're like, it's not even a big deal for him. It's so minuscule and lame for him to do that.
I'm trying to paint the picture of how big a deal it is for the Lead Center, and it's to me it's just like, oh yeah, I'll come down and do that. Why not?
It's still his time. Time is a lot.
Okay.
I say that's still a lot.
But just the power that he has, like he's a member of the community, and to know that he can just, I mean, what he's going to do on the 7th is something that he could just do like with his neighbors. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he's going to drive get in his car, we assume, come to the Pinnacle Bank Arena, or not the Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lead Center, and put this show on. It's very generous of him.
It really is.
So we are awaiting Larry. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, hopefully he'll be on the show here. Larry the Cable Guy, October the 7th, coming to the Lead Center. We'll be talking to him next.
Turn it up. Since TV isn't an option for them, join them on the
Join them on the Tracy's Collision Cam.
Ding dong dong. Oh, did I do that? I think I did. Yep. Johanna, what's your favorite movie from the 80s? Isaac Banks wants to know. 16 Candles?
I was just gonna say that's my go-to all the time. I used to quote all the time when I was in elementary school, which is terrible. But automobile? What is he saying? Dong, where is my automobile? Automobile? Such a good movie. And I used to be able to rent it from my library on VHS. But I'd have to take it back and then it was good times. Did I? Oh, is that? Did I do that? Isn't that?
That's Urkel, right?
Urkel, yeah. What a weird show to look back on. He used to go in that machine and come out hot.
Yeah. Stevan Urkel.
Oh, and he was so hot too. He'd come out of the machine. I'm like, ooh.
Hey, Nikki wants to know if you recognized Dusty Fingers yesterday at lunch.
Why would I recognize his dust? Oh, I didn't notice his dusty fingers.
I should have brought it up to you.
It probably was a strong finger dusting as well because
it was there.
Well, he had French fries, and French fries is like
salty
one
and dusty and crummy.
Is that him?
Maybe.
Why would he call and not doing on the... Hello, Froggy 98.
Hi, I don't normally call a radio station, but I was just listening to you talk about Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel like you guys are not really thankful or saying what a great thing he's doing. It's not just time for him. He has to do all that preparation.
Yeah.
He has to be on top of his game, have his thing memorized. It's work. And I just feel like you're saying, well, it's not a big deal for him, but it is a big deal. And I just wanted to say that. And I am sorry because I never call radio stations, but I just felt strongly that you should say thank you very much to him.
Oh, I don't think anyone was taking that. I don't think I was taking that away from him, thanking him or anything. I was just trying to.
It came off that way, Nelson. But even if you didn't mean it that way, it just kind of came off the way. I understand.
It's really a great thing for the lead, and it really is, and it's so great that he's going to do that. But I just felt like you didn't. So I won't say anything more. So I hope you guys have a great day.
You
and
too.
I enjoy your station.
Thank you. You take care of yourself.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Nelson, I know you didn't mean it that way at all, but that's the only reason why I said something like, because it came off. It was coming off. In my opinion, it came off that way.
Oh, hang on a second. No, that was not Larry. That was not Larry.
No.
That's what's dangerous, man, about these phones. That's the only way we take these phone calls for everybody to hear.
Well,
right.
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah, but oh well. You know what I mean? It's real, so I don't care.
Mari says she heard you thank him.
We've said several times how great it is that he's doing this.
Yeah.
He's so generous, doing that out of the kindness of his heart. Yada yada yada. Oh no, where go the phones? Is this no? It may be Larry, man. I don't know if he's coming on Zoom. We've been promoting Zoom all day. Froggy 98, hi.
Is this Froggy?
There he is. There's old Larry.
I'm so sorry I am late.
Larry, I got to put you on hold. I feel like a big shot. Can you hang on here 1 second?
Big shot.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think, Nelson, this is going to be a moment for you to get into him for being late.
Yeah. I like it. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Slack, dude.
What?
Just cut me some slack.
It's back out to the southeast today, giving us wind speeds about 10 to 15 miles per hour. I'm Storm Alert 2 meteorologist Brittany Foster.
Gary, Nelson, and Grace's Collision Cam is live. Search Frog Mornings on YouTube.
We got him. Larry the Cable Guy. Now, what kind of celebrity? He's late. Let's just be honest about it. Larry's late. We're expecting an 8:20 call from Larry.
Sure.
He calls us this morning. And he starts to apologize right out of the gate.
Yeah, like, who are we?
That was yeah.
Well, I do apologize. You were, let me see, you were number 3 on the list this morning.
We were 3. You know what, Larry? We were worried that Jack Mitchell down the hall here at KLIN, he likes to stick it to us, man. Was he on the list? Did he make you run late on purpose?
No, he wasn't on the list, but he sent me a thing last night. Said, whatever you do, be at least 10 minutes late. Get him on the line.
That sounds like Jack.
Hey, Mitchell, I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Well, he needs all the help he can get, Larry, so I understand you helping a friend out there. It's really nice of you.
Well, I love old Jackie Mitchell. He's looking old, but I sure do like him.
He's aging, isn't he? He's aging. Larry, obviously the reason we have you on here is to talk about this event that's coming on the 7th here at the Lead Center. We have been, now I hope we're right in this, we've been telling everybody that this was your idea, and that's what the Lead Center actually told us, and you just were trying to help them out in a tough time.
Well, yeah, I thought of this. I went up when all this was going on. I went up to Omaha and we did a bunch of free shows for Funny Bone up in Omaha because they've been around forever. You don't want to lose. One thing you don't want to lose is your entertainment areas.
Yeah.
And they were struggling up there as well. So went up and did, I don't know, probably 3 weekends up there when she needed a little help up there. But it was good for me, too, because it enabled me to work out some jokes and be able to get on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I was wondering that when, we're not in New York City or in L.A. where any comedian can go out and get a night on stage any night of the week. Where do you go out to work out new material? Is it the Funny Bone in Omaha?
That sounds like Jack Mitchell.
That's his idol. That is his idol.
Do I have his signature shorts? Sure.
Oh, my gosh.
That sounds like little Jackie Mitchell. What the heck? Well, now let me just say, for a while it was kind of, you didn't. Nobody was working out really anywhere, I could have went up to the club and up in Omaha and did it, but I didn't. I kind of started slowing down anyway a few years ago because I don't want to miss my kids growing up. Yeah, so right. I did about 22 shows a year. So I was kind of since I've been out there forever and I've been on the road about 280 days a year. Wow. I kind of enjoyed my break,
I bet.
But then after a while, you had to get on stage and do stuff. So, what you did, you just went up to the local club and you worked jokes out or whatever. So when I got to the point where, man, I really got to get back on stage, that's what I did. I just called Colleen up at the Funny Bone, and I'm like, hey, listen, you want to do a weekend? And let's go ahead and take all the money, but I got to come up and do some work.
Larry?
So that's how I did it there. But it's just the same for the Lead Center. The Lead Center, same. It's a good entertainment area, and I go there with my wife, and we go to shows there, and I love the theater, and it's beautiful, and they bring in great entertainment.
They do.
And so it's just basically the same thing. It's like, look, I would love to come in and work out some stuff and do some shows, try to fill your coffers up a little bit, and let's just have a good night of fun.
Talking to Larry the Cable Guy, October the 7th, he's coming to the Lead Center. The three of us are in disagreement on this, whether or not you're going to be driving yourself. Nelson seems to think that you have a driver that's going to be taking you to the Lead Center. Were you just going to be pulling into the parking lot there yourself?
I believe we've got a police escort.
Dang!
They will be leading me. I believe I'm on a carriage with Governor Ricketts. We drive
That was
with
my
a carriage.
guess.
A carrot.
And that is correct. And I did hire Coach Osborne to open the doors.
Oh, you did.
Coach Joe will open each individual door as I proceed through the door.
Oh my God.
Larry, are you living here full time? It seems like weren't you at one time living part time in Florida? Are you here like 20 or like 12 months out of the year now, or no?
You know what? I'm in a trailer, so I'm everywhere.
Everywhere.
Be a nice trailer.
No, you know what? I'm here. I came here full time way back in 2011.
Okay.
Wow.
And I kept my place in Florida, obviously, because I like Florida when it gets cold.
Oh boy, I tell you what,
man.
For
Can't
just a
do it.
little escape every now and then. I just lived down there so long. I got so many friends and stuff. But no, I'm here permanently.
Yeah.
I'm here permanently.
Do people leave you alone, like when you go out and stuff? I saw Coach Osborne at Hy-Vee the other day, and it was actually pretty cool because nobody said anything to him. Just picking out his produce. I mean, is that how it is with you, or do people bug you still?
Well, Coach Osborne, you know, he's got that thing. He's got that shocker.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
he uses. So people don't go around him anymore. They used to get within 3 feet. They'd be like, "Hey, Coach," and you know, he'd lay him out flat. You know. So I think word got out that Osborne's got a shock. I don't have a shocker. So you know what? No, number one, I rarely go anywhere. I really don't. I think I'm a kind of a homebody. My wife's a homebody, and I rarely go out. If I'm not golfing, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But everybody's really cool. Everybody's great. If I do go out, it's just like, hey, Larry, hey, what's going on? You know, nobody's sour or mean, everybody's very nice.
I bet, yeah.
I love it.
How old are the kids, Larry?
My kids are. Oh man, I got to check their Facebook.
I wonder.
13 and 15, and they're Chinese, so like you gotta.
I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh at
that. I remember my wife and I, when we had kids, we just figured, let the Lord do his work, and we're not going to plan nothing. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
So I remember when my wife was pregnant, she was worried to tell me about it. Didn't know how I'd react. And she'd been pregnant 3 months before she ever told me. And of course, I didn't really know anything about it because I was already getting used to her throwing up after we had sex.
Just seemed normal.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about it.
I just keep waiting for the punchline.
The kids are awesome.
Yeah.
You know what though? When you have kids, I've got 2 great kids, and I remember they made me a picture 2 years ago. They drew me a elaborate picture of me, made a card, and they had nice sayings on the card. I mean, it was just nice. If you're a dad, you'd be like, wow, my kids really did this for me.
Right.
And I'm looking at it, though, and I just felt like such a jerk because instead of being grateful and thankful I got great kids, I'm looking at this card, and my first thought is, I'm not this fat. And I know. And then a couple of days later, I felt bad, and I don't think I gave them the reaction they thought I would get. And so I said, "Hey, kids, I'm sorry. I didn't react really, but I was just so happy, and I was just." And then I throw it in, and I go, "But I just want to let you know I'm not that fat." my daughter goes, "Yeah, you are." And I go, "No, I'm not." And then my boy goes, "Yeah, I'll show you." And he took the picture they drew of me and held it up to my cell phone, and it unlocked my cell phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Evidently, it was dead on.
Well, I tell you what, Larry, everybody's excited about it, and it's just an incredible thing that you're doing for the community and the Lead Center. And I know they greatly appreciate what you're doing. So, everybody listening, if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, you can go to our website, October the 7th. Larry the Cable Guy coming to the Lead Center. Thanks for calling, man.
You know what? I'm definitely looking forward to it. And let me just say this: I'm not the only one that has done this. When this was going on all over the internet, there were comics all over that were going on and doing shows and helping out venues, and that's it's nothing new. This is something that is a good thing to do, and it's right in line with what other comics have been doing, and so I just hope it's a fun night. Come on out and have a good night of laughs. It'll be fun.
All right, Larry, thanks, man. We appreciate the call, buddy. Take care of yourself, okay?
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, Larry. We'll see you, man. Take care.
Nelson is desperately trying to go viral, and you can help. Watch the
I don't know why I was waving at him.
You what?
I waved. We were saying goodbye to him like a dummy. I'm waving at him.
I did too.
Bye, Larry.
Larry, you there?
Thank
still?
you, guys.
All right, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me on, promoting that. I appreciate it.
You betcha.
Thanks for coming
of
on the
course.
show.
Anytime. You're welcome. Don't worry about Jack Mitchell.
Yeah.
We would love to have you on. So he's losing his
Hey,
touch.
one morning, if I'm driving by, I'll just pull in. Come on in.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's fine.
Always welcome. All right, Larry.
You got it.
See you, buddy.
See you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Nice guy. Nice guy.
It's just interesting how different people can be. You know what I mean? When you say like during the pandemic, trying to help support businesses and keep them alive, the best I could do is order an extra couple of times out. You know what I mean? Like an extra combo number 9. Larry the Cable Guy, he could just give away tens of thousands of dollars for the.
But you know what? When I hear him, like he's obviously hilarious, and he's done very well for himself. But when you listen to his jokes, like the setup and stuff, they're pretty simple. Do you know what I mean? Like after you hear it, you're like, oh my God, I could have thought of that. No, you couldn't.
No.
Like
Or you would have.
When somebody is that good, they make it look that easy, and the simplicity of the joke.
Yeah, but that's the best kind of humor because then your audience is so much broader.
Yeah.
And not many other people.
Sit down and try to write those jokes. You'll be sitting there with a blank piece of paper forever.
Well, that's why they say that at least that's why he says that he has such mass appeal, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Because he writes like pure jokes, kind of like Cable Guy does. Like it's not necessarily lifestyle stuff. The way that Seinfeld writes a joke, if you took Seinfeld's joke and delivered it, it should still hit as hard as Seinfeld delivering it. But you're right. Write that joke.
Mm.
You have to have the delivery, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it would land. I think that if you read the Seinfeld joke, you have got to be able to.
I'm just giving you what Seinfeld said.
I'm just telling you right now, if you go back and take Larry's joke and you tried to do it or I try to do it, it is not going to land like it did with Larry. It's just that's part of the. Like there's some comedians when you just look at them and you start laughing because they just look funny.
Right.
Like it's just something they have, something about them.
Because they look funny.
I know, Craig. I promised them I wouldn't do it. Wanted to.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to do any advice for a budding comedian.
Why didn't you?
Because, he stormed
Wow,
off.
you are being.
Dang.
Huh?
Even Craig's comment made him mad.
Who? Nelson? The guy that walked out. Johanna, I got to turn this mic off for a sec while I eat the rest of the chicken if you want.
That's fine. I'd rather talk by myself when I'm at home anyway. I hate this. Because there's such a delay all the time. I just feel like I can never talk or say anything.
But when you do, it's good.
Kyle, I know you're trying to part-time manage me right now, but I'm honestly starting to feel like I should, when I'm at home, that I should not be on at all. I kind of feel that way.
Yeah, but then it just wouldn't be the same.
I know, we can discuss it. It's still not the same right now. It's still not the same.
I tell you, I don't like that.
You're right. It's not the
That's what I'm
same.
thinking.
I don't like that thinking.
Okay, but that is what I think. I can't change it.
I can't change it.
I can't change it. That's what I think. His little get her done at the end was really funny.
Greg, that was his joke. Kyle just made a joke about that. That wasn't real.
I love me some Nelly. I would never want to upset him.
No, not a chance, Craig. Not a chance.
Is it that far-fetched that someone could upset you?
No. The last line of what he wrote is, I think he could go toe-to-toe with Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh!
Yeah, not a chance.
Okay.
Thank you. Get on my page.
Okay. Sorry.
You knew from the jump that it was going to be good, because not just because it was Larry the Cable Guy, but in radio, when those guys are on a tour like that, where he's got multiple stations they talk to, when they're late, that means that the interview is good and that the last radio station didn't want to let him off the line. If they're early, the interview is bad.
That seems pretty obvious.
Got it.
Sorry.
That was unnecessarily teeth. Like, yes, it was. Like, that seems pretty obvious, dummy.
I never said dummy.
You implied
All I
dummy.
said is that seems pretty obvious. How does that mean?
Go back and listen to your tone.
What?
I said, go back and listen to your tone.
You don't know my tones.
I heard the
you don't
tone.
know it doesn't matter. You don't know my tones.
I heard the tone.
This is what I'm saying, Gary. When I'm home, I'm not gonna be on.
No.
We got a week here coming up. I'm gonna not.
I think we
gonna be
should,
on.
Gary, you should have this handy. When those teeth come out.
The teeth.
Like a tiger.
Do it for me too. I'm teethy. I don't like to look at it that way, guys. I look at it as content, first and foremost. Content. Right there with something that people probably have an opinion on. Content. What is that thing that you're wagging by your mouth?
Someone gave it to us and you guys gave it to me. And so it's just sitting in this room and it's
Gary's quiet smile of agreement. Who am I agreeing with?
That's like a claw. It ain't teeth. It's a little claw.
How do you get that stuck in your teeth?
I just have, my teeth are so big and there's so many gaping holes on each side. Stuff gets stuck in them. It's the worst. Like, I'm becoming my dad and I hate it. He used to always suck his teeth. It was the most annoying thing.
Your dad or grandpa?
My dad. Like, how can I become
Really?
somebody who I wasn't even around growing up?
Isn't that crazy how genetics are that strong?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You two fight, argue like siblings.
Scissors. Eek. Eek.
Well, if I had the logger, I would pull some Larry the Cable Guy stuff. And I do IQ. There's some good promos in there.
Yeah. You can't do that now?
It's broke.
Oh, I knew that. Because of Russia.
Because we have evidently too many. I don't know.
What?
Too many profiles on the computer or something.
Makes sense.
Problems that no other radio station I've ever heard of has. We have.
We are one of a kind.
We are.
That's a nice one.
It's part-time management.
Are you guys mystified by Larry the Cable Guy and Jack Mitchell from Callahan's relationship, I think we're more fun than they are by a landslide.
Yeah, but some of that is born out of Team Jack.
Oh, true. It's just relationships it's built.
Yeah, so he's just got like a lot of FaceTime in with him.
And they do look somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Well, Jack is like he tries to be entertaining. You know what I mean?
He
Like
tries. He does his best.
He does his best.
no.
It's cold.
I like Jack. I like those guys.
I think he would laugh. I'd be interested to see what their conversations are like. Do you think that he would like extra laugh at everything
Jack?
Larry the Cable Guy does? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Or would he be trying to make jokes too?
I don't see him making jokes.
Yeah, but every time I see him, I feel like he's trying to make jokes. Or he's being funny.
Yeah, she doesn't
what I
think
mean?
she should be on the cam when she's at home, Pam, because she feels like she's off a little bit and there's a little bit of a delay and it's frustrating.
Yeah, I don't like it. It makes me not like it.
Mm. I don't like it either.
Well, that's what happens when you can't afford a babysitter.
Yeah, I hear that.
I bet that changes soon, though.
I hear that.
Facebook.com/Froggy981.
If you get a chance today, go back and watch today's show. Every show is recorded. You can listen to it every day and watch it. It's a bonus on the Tracy's Collision Cam. We had a ton of stuff go on, including probably the best I Do IQ we've had yet. With Marilyn and Randy. They've been married for 33 years. You know, when you've been married for 33 years, you just say whatever. You don't even care anymore. That's what we got. We got a taste of that this morning.
I love it.
No, it was so funny. And then we also had Larry the Cable Guy join the show to talk about his event coming on October the 7th at the Lead Center, where tickets are still available, and we're giving you a chance to win them all week long. So tomorrow we'll have more of those tickets. Also tomorrow, we have Know Your Listener. Do we need help with that?
Yeah, we need some people that need to be on Know Your Listener.
Yeah,
if you want to be.
If you've heard us do it in the past, you want to be on, it's where we ask you a couple questions and kind of just guess things about you, trying to get to know you a little bit better, then message the show and we'll try to get you on here. Also, I think we're still booking for Thursdays. Why Am I Still Single with Michael Tischler. So a couple of things there. We'd love to have you on the show. I believe that's it. Right?
Can't think of anything else, no.
Anything else? Johanna, anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, have a great day. A bunch of music coming your way next. Justin Moore is on the way next.